So Max, can you tell me how long have you been doing this? How long have you been racing?
Well, it's around 10 years. Around 10 years.
Did you expect to do it for so long?
I didn't expect because it just happened. You know, it's like the way it started for me. It was already a big surprise. I wasn't a fan of motorcycle or fan of racing, motorcycle racing. Just discovered this by accident with a friend of mine who took me to the track, one track near Italy and near Rome, and I discovered a new world, a new love. And from that time, I was 18 years old, and I started practicing. And 1 year after, I was racing.
Oh, really? Because so many people say I started when I was 4 or 5.
Yeah, but me, I'm the exception because my first bike I got, I was 18 years old, and 1 month after, I've been to the track. Before, I didn't have motorcycle, so it's quite unusual for like top rider, champion, whatever you want to call. Do not ride, do not race before 18 years old. So it's a kind of a biggest surprise for me, and it was for all the people who was around me.
Did you worry about the danger of it when you started? Because
oh no. I just I was very frightened about because the bike that I started with was so much noise compared to the production bike, and I was a little bit like, you know, watch carefully because the power was a lot, you know, and I didn't have any experience, so I have to just go into the next step and next level again. I jump in the normal, you know, the normal career, because people now starting when they are kids with a small bike, with a mini cross, motocross, or whatever. But for me, it was a bit different, That's why when I became world champion, like 3 years after, you know, the joy that I have was so big, you know.
So was it the first championship 125 or 250?
No, I didn't make 125 because I wasn't that young. So I said, if that must happen, let's go straight to 250. And that was the great choice because, you know, I raced 250 the European Championship, the year 91, and I won. And in 92, I raced in the World Championship, and I finished 5th. But 2 years after, I won the world title. And you know, from nothing to be world champion is a great deal.
And have you ever thought about stopping, or
No. You know, in my mind is so fresh the idea of starting again. You know, it's very clear and the emotion I had, you know, the first time I jumped on GP bike was something unreal. And you know, there is always the first time for everything, but that time I never forgot because it was from nothing to the monster motorcycle with so many horsepower. For me, was like a shock, but a positive shock. Now that race was very tight, a close race. It was just a few, you know, like half meter, the difference between me and him. But you know, I enjoy all the time I'm racing, all the time I put on my helmet, and I jump on my motorcycle. I get, you know, full adrenaline and so much energy. Of course, you are competing in the World Championship, so your idea, your goal is to win. You know, no doubt, you want to try to make it. But you know, race with a champion, with a few champion, top highest level of motorcycle rider, is making me feel also safe. I don't know, but I feel that when I fight with them, I feel fighting, but honestly fighting. You know? Of course, I'm doing what I really like and love. Of course, and now, especially now off season, I'm more relaxed, of course. But during the race, you know, race day and or the weekend of the race, of course there is much more, how to say, pressure, because you have to be fast. You must be, fast. Even if you are on trouble or if you have some problem, you have to find a way to make fast lap time and be in the top all the time. Here is just testing, winter test, off season. Everybody is like, try to test the new parts or set up the bike different, walk around, smiling easier, and nobody cares about the lap time really. Just is like prepare the right arms to fight, for next year. This is like a building of your muscle for the year 2004.
We filmed you in different places, and you always look very fierce.
Yes.
Do you fight psychologically with the other guys?
What I can say, everybody try to play their own game, It's kind of course, when you have to shoot, you have to have the right bullet in, If you have just water, it doesn't hurt anybody, I mean, of course, you want to make it, you have a lot of pressure, and the most of the pressure is coming from myself. What I can say, of course, you can touch to someone, but to not create a big accident, it's better you keep some distance with the elbow. Maybe half a meter is enough, but it's better than first you touch the elbow, then the carrying, the fairing.
Yeah.
This is more safe, I will say it.
Yeah, because he was outside.
Yeah, he was out. Yeah. It was strange maneuver, but I was in. Even Giacomo Agostini, then watched the replay all the time. He said, no doubt, when the guy is in front, he decides the line. You are in the back, you must be aware. And I believe it's, of course, I play for my side, but even in the road, when you are behind, you have to watch, what the guy in front is doing.
So this year, or next year, we'll see us on the Yamaha. Is that bike going to be very different to the Yamaha when you were on it?
Who knows? I really don't know. But when I race Yamaha, I have good emotion. I win, some Grand Prix, and I finish overall 3-time vice world champion with the Yamaha. Once with the M1 and twice with the 500. So then it wasn't bad, of course, because if I watch the other result of the other Yamaha riders, same bike, there was much for, it was like 4th, 5th. So that's the maximum that I did. I couldn't do more. Sometimes I fall off and try to go over the limits. But just because I think I'm generous, I give everything I have just to make this bike, my team, my color, sponsor winning. And this is something that the fan, my supporter can appreciate. I always give everything I have.
Before with the 500, there's only like 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah, before
really do it.
I believe the 500 was more challenging. What I can say, I follow the evolution of the motor, of the technical parts of this bike, and we're going. The 4-stroke is the future. We're going this way, and we fall in the direction to make the bike more easy to ride, because it's going to be easier to ride, but when you're going to increase the power more and more and more, it will be again difficult to ride. So the starting point maybe is easier, and then it's going to be difficult in the future, I'm sure.